movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And as you can see, it's time to go back to the theater. And ladies and gentlemen, this past weekend was the release of a big movie, Toy Story 4. And of course, you can check that out on my channel, my review. But there was also a very different kind of toy movie that came out. It's a horror remake that we haven't seen yet, surprisingly. So now we have, though. It's playtime, ladies and gentlemen, because my review of the 2019 horror remake, Child's Play, coming up now.
Andy Barkley, a 13-year-old having trouble making new friends, gets a birthday gift from his mother, Karen, the ever-popular Buddy doll. The Buddy is a technologically advanced robot doll that can connect and control to other products from the Kazlan company, and unbeknownst to Andy, his doll named Chucky is a very defective model. After Chucky starts acting very strange and starts murdering people, Andy and company must try to defeat Chucky before anyone else dies in his path. So what did I think of Child's Play? I thought it's a moderate horror remake. I'm a big fan of the original 3 Child's Play movies, and even Bride of Chucky, and enjoy watching them as guilty pleasures from time to time. There's no Charles Lee Ray or magic elements here, and is more of a warning and messages about today's technology. While I like the fact that this new film tries a different take at the story, changing its premise, it just wasn't executed as well as it could have been. The Chucky doll himself has a different look, and while the good guy doll in the original series looks like an actual doll you could find at the stores, the Buddy doll looks like he had a bad facelift and is creepy as is. It's hard to believe parents would buy it for their kids or household to begin with in the non-defective versions. There are some creative kills here, which can make things interesting, but as it goes on, the film really brings in a number of horror movie cliches, a few of which I'm very tired of seeing and groaned as soon as certain aspects were shown on the screen. The film also plays around with jump scares, some of which are jokingly supposed to be bad, and some that are just flat out bad. There's nothing really scary per se, but there's a good amount of gore to go around with a number of moments that made me laugh out loud. Of course, there's always a kind of dark humor or straight up campiness to the films, and while there are some funny one-liners, not all of the jokes or humor lands. There's also a couple of ideas thrown in that seem even a little dumb or over the top for even this series. The ending also felt surprisingly underwhelming. We also get a lot of predictable turns and a final shot that I saw coming a mile away. I feel like there could have been more time focused on Andy's friendships with the other kids, as they quickly bond, have a fight, and then come together quickly again for the finale. I also found myself only liking a couple of the characters, making it harder to root for them over Chucky. The film is only 90 minutes long, but boy can it drag. It felt like I was sitting in the theater for 3 hours. The cast stars Gabriel Bateman as Andy Barkley, the 13-year-old with hearing problems that takes a liking to his new friend Chucky until he starts going on a murderous rampage. Mark Hamill as the voice of Chucky, the Buddy doll who wants to protect his new best friend Andy, but becomes a killer in the process. Aubrey Plaza as Karen Barkley, Andy's widowed mom who doesn't believe Chucky could be responsible for the murders, and Brian Tyree Henry as Mike Norris, the detective investigating the murders. While Child's Play has a few memorable moments and tried to be different than its predecessors, it follows too many mediocre horror tropes and sometimes feels like it can't blend the horror and comedy as well as it wants to. I'm gonna give it the rating of meh, it's okay.
Alright, well that's the show. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/westtroopaylist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WesAlist. Until next time, Troop out.